Hi everyone, I'm Kieran, or the Semi-Sustainable Man, and today I'm going to talk to you about 4 tips that I think will really help you on your journey to producing less waste or going zero waste. So rather than these tips being physical, like things you can buy or use, I'm going to talk about mentality and the attitude towards going zero waste or using less. And I think that's really important. And you know the best thing? It's absolutely free. It won't cost you a thing, guys. So the 4 tips I have for you today are about living consciously, learning from others, organization and planning, and finally, not beating yourself up. So let's dive in. Number 1, the first thing on the list is living consciously. Now what do I mean by that? I mean recognizing what you consume and where it ends up. So if I use a plastic water bottle and I drink the water and obviously the water's gone and I throw the water bottle away, where does that end up? If it goes into recycling, does it get recycled? Is it ending up in landfill? Is it ending up in our oceans? Creating that connection and that link with what we consume and where it ends up is a really important aspect of understanding what waste you produce and how you can reduce it. So one thing I did to help understand my waste and what I produced was a zero waste challenge. Now what is a zero waste challenge? A zero waste challenge is when you try to produce as little as possible or nothing that will go to landfill. So you can still recycle, you can compost, and you can reuse, but you don't want anything going to landfill. And this here, this jar, is everything that I consumed in that month that would have gone to landfill. I did it for a month. This gave me a great idea of what I was consuming, where it was going, and what I could do about it. So I definitely recommend this, but you don't have to do it for a month, okay? That's a bit extreme maybe to start off with. Maybe do it for a week, a day, I don't know, whatever will help you on your journey. It will just give you a good insight into understanding what you produce and where it ends up and how you can prevent that. Number 2, the second thing on the list today is learning from others. Now, I can't stress enough how important this point is. It's probably one of the key things that I think helps to go towards a zero waste lifestyle. Why? Because these things can encourage you, they can inspire you, they can provide information, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or you're just browsing the web. Increasing your level of information that you're receiving and your knowledge and the ways you can change is really going to help you on your zero waste journey and produce less. Because the more you understand, the more you know about what you can do with what you're consuming, the bigger the influence and the difference you can make to your actions. So I mainly use Instagram, and that's where I get most of my inspiration from to make zero waste changes. And also there's an incredible zero waste community on Instagram. And if you didn't think that was a thing, it definitely is. And it's awesome, guys. If you're looking for inspiration, if you're looking for help, you're looking for encouragement, that's the place to look. Instagram has a wealth of information and also different people with different advice and from different backgrounds, giving everyone an insight and sharing their knowledge of how to be less wasteful. So to be less wasteful. So check it out and get involved. The third thing on the list is organization and planning. Now, I said the last point was important, all the points are important, but this is particularly important, especially if you're interested in the physical aspect of zero waste as well. So using things. So it doesn't matter if I have a bag or a flask. If I'm not organized, if I don't bring these things with me, if I forget my bag, I forget my flask, I'm going to be more inclined to have to use plastic because I don't have an alternative. So it doesn't matter if you have a flask, metal cutlery, metal straws, whatever it is, you need to make sure you're organized and have them and you plan ahead so that you don't forget them and that you don't have to consume unnecessarily. So the other aspect of planning and organization is that it can really help you when it comes to your shopping, your buying habits. So on the weekends, I like to go to a farmer's market near me. And obviously not everyone has access to that, but if you do, check it out as an alternative to going to the supermarket and buying things in packaging. Or if you can only go to the supermarket, try and make sure you buy carrots loose, potatoes loose, all these fruit and veg that come loose, buy them loose because they're pretty much the same price, but they don't have the plastic. And that is so much better for the amount of waste you produce, but also the planet. I know it isn't easy for everyone. They might have the time, the location, the finances, but just do what you can do for your sustainability journey. No one else can expect anything more of you. You can't expect more of yourself. You've got to live how you want to live and do the best that you can do, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. It's all about you doing you. So the fourth and final tip of today is to not beat yourself up. Now this is so easy to do, guys. I've done it loads of times where I'll have a week and I'll be like, oh, I use plastic here, 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 and here. And you know what? It does get me down because I want to make sure that my impact is as minimal as possible. But I've also got to remember, and you've got to remember, that we are human. We're not perfect. We're going to make mistakes on this journey. And rather than thinking of them as mistakes, think of them as learnings. Okay, so I produced there. What can I do next time to not do that? Oh, I bought this. Well, that wasn't very good. What can I buy next time? You know, these sort of things is making active changes. And another thing, it takes time. A lot of the people you see on the social media platforms and things like that have been doing zero waste or living less waste for 2, 3, 5, 10 years, 20 years sometimes. And it takes time. They didn't get there instantly. And it's about an evolution and a process of how you gradually make changes and incremental changes, and that has a big effect overall. So rather than think about the negative things, think about the positive things you did, and that will really encourage you on your journey and help you to be positive and continue to make changes, and you know, it will help benefit you overall. Thank you so much to everyone for watching this video. I've been Kieran, or the Semi-Sustainable Man. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button down there. And also, feel free to subscribe. I'm going to be putting out more content like this, content about less waste and also sustainability in general. Check out my Instagram. It'll be here somewhere. But you can certainly find it and check it out for all my latest changes, sustainability tips. And thank you for making the conscious decision to change your impact and your footprint on this earth. And I'll see you all around. Thanks so much. Cheers.